All right, next up, we will look at finding the surface area of a pyramid. It's still the same idea. We just need the area of all the surfaces. So what does this thing have? On the bottom, it's got an equilateral triangle. All the sides are 6. And then it's got 3 more triangles, which we know the base is 6 and the height is 10. So we got to do some added work here to find the area of our equilateral triangle. If I split it into 2 parts on the bottom with the kind of 2 right triangles, we need to find that height. And if we look at our right triangle only, that's a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So I can just use my pattern there and get a height of 3 radical 3. Now if you use SOHCAHTOA instead, you would get a decimal answer, and your answer would still be correct. I'm going to go ahead and use the 3 radical 3 for my height, and now I'm ready to write my equations for the area. So surface area is 1/2 times 6 times 3 radical 3 plus 3 triangles that are 1/2 times 6 times 10. Now we just need to simplify these down. That right there is my exact answer, 9 radical 3 plus 90 square centimeters. But if you put that in the calculator and change it to a decimal, you get 105.588 square centimeters. Our last shape is the surface area of a cylinder. So what makes a cylinder? Well, it's easy to see what the top and the bottom are. Top and bottom of this is 2 circles. What do we need to know about this? We need to know the radius of the circles, and we need to know the height, the distance between the 2 circles. And from there, we can start writing what kind of shape do we have. We have 2 circles, and then the question is, what is the rest of it? Do we know what the rest of it is? It's a rectangle. We know the height of the rectangle would be the h, but the question is, how long is the base of that rectangle? And I had a great idea for this, but unfortunately, my special effects budget has been completely cut. So I'm just going to have to show you a quick video off the internet, which, by the way, is actually a pretty cool website to see these shapes in action. So let's take a look at where the base comes from in this nice video here, and you can follow the link there and see some other stuff they have. I'll also put it in the video description. So this is showing you exactly where the base of that rectangle comes from. All right, so there's the magic behind the base. The base is actually the circumference of the circle. And we know circumference is 2 pi r. So that means the length of our base is 2 pi r for a cylinder. This would be 2 circles, which have an area of pi r squared. And then we're going to go base times height, 2 pi r times the height. That is our formula for finding the surface area of a cylinder. Now, if you Google the formula for surface area of a cylinder, there's a way to algebraically manipulate what we have here and write something in a different way. Personally, I don't like that formula at all. What we have here matches our drawing, and you can see that it's coming from the 2 circles and the rectangle. So that's what I'll be using. Let's go ahead and try it on a problem now. All right, we have our 2 parts. We have a radius of 4 and a height of 6. We want to go ahead and draw what we have. 2 circles with a radius of 4. The height of our rectangle is 6, and the base is 2 pi times 4. Next up, we write our formulas. 2 times pi times 4 squared for the circle, and then the rectangle would be 8 pi times 6. Now we just simplify those. 32 pi plus 48 pi, and we get 80 pi square feet. By the way, almost all the problems we deal with that deal with circles, it's really best to just keep your answer in terms of pi. That is the exact answer. If you want to put it into a decimal, you want to figure out where the pi key is on your calculator and use that. Time for practice problems. So when you see the problem, go ahead and pause the video and work it out on a separate piece of paper, and then you can hit play and check for your answer. Here's problem number 1. The surface area of a pentagonal pyramid. You can save some time here when you realize that we already did a pentagonal prism and it had sides of 14. So instead of doing all the work on this problem, you can use the work from your previous problem to figure out the area of the base. Go ahead and give it a try. And here's your answer. All right, last problem, surface area of the cylinder. And check your answer.